Hey everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2026 here on our beta save the West Ham way, trying to guide West Ham and what they're doing better in real life. Apologies for the extended wait time in between episodes. My video and audio corrupted for my intro for the second episode, and then I went out of town for a wedding, so I was not able to re-record it. So here we are. Basically, what I went over in the intro was our business dealings since the end of the summer window. In terms of incoming transfers, Basuma came in from Spurs on a free transfer. He was released by Spurs. Thought he'd be a great addition to our midfield. It brings down our... He's 29 years old, but that does bring down our age in our midfield by about 2 years or so. He's been a great player so far in the league, averaging a 7.04, doing pretty well for himself. And then in January, we signed Thiago Fernandez on a free transfer, 22 years old, 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, valued about 20 million, came in on a free transfer from Vélez in Argentina. Hasn't played a lot just because the players in his positions have been playing really well, but hopefully he'll grow. Additionally, we signed Ramos from PSG, absolute star, 4-star current ability, 4-star potential. He is going to, at 24 years old, he's going to be taking over Fulkrug at the end of the season and sort of competing with minutes currently as well. We signed him for about 24.5 million in this winter window. And so far in May now, he's only scored 4 goals. So it's taking him a minute to adapt, but I think he'll be just fine at the start of next year. And then we had one more signing, Konstantilias from Greece. 4-star current ability, 4-star potential. We did pay a good amount for him, 45 million pounds, but he's been doing really well for us. He's sort of a replacement for one of our players that did leave in our January transfer window. Someone who can play out on the left and down the center if need be. And he has been really good for us so far. In terms of outgoings, we knew that Andy Irving was our only real person to leave for real money in the summer. But in the January transfer window, Luis Paqueta did leave to Saudi Arabia for 53 million pounds. He wanted out, and that was about the asking price that we were asking for. And that's why we brought in Konstantilios to be that left midfield, the center attacking midfield threat. And I also brought down the age. Paqueta, 28. Our Greek midfielder, 22. Brought down the age. And on top of that, we loaned out Freddie Potts, who is at Coventry right now, getting game time there. And our other big loan move was, where is he at? Our young Brazilian attacking midfielder who was injured at the start of the year. He has gone on loan to Preston, and he's not done very well. He'll probably be moved on in the summer window. So that was our business since the end of the first episode. I do apologize for the lateness in this second episode, but let's go ahead and roll the rest of this episode, and I will see you all next time. Well, how the tables can turn quite quickly. After we left off in January, we've lost to Burnley 2-1, then beat Manchester United 3-0, then got absolutely demolished by Spurs in the FA Cup 5-1, and then drew against Bournemouth 3-3. With that being said, we find ourselves still in the Champions League positions. We're in 4th place, 10 points in front of Spurs, but we are now 10 points behind Man City. So I think West Ham's title challenge is officially over, which is crazy considering we were 8 points clear in December, and now we're 10 points behind. But today we are facing 3rd place Liverpool, who are equal on points with us. So whoever wins this game will move up to 3rd place and grow that distance between Spurs. And this is the team we're going to send out against Liverpool. Hermansen in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Mavropanos, and Scarlett in the back 4. Seedwald and Basuma in the midfield. Bowen and our newest signing, Konstantilias, Greek 22-year-old attacking midfielder. He is our Paqueta replacement, can play on the left or down the middle. Signed him for 45 million pounds. He'll be starting in the middle with Somerville and Fulkrug up top. Ramos has not started very well. 4 games so far, no goal involvements, averaging a 6.45. So Fulkrug, who again is our top goal scorer at 19, will be starting this game. And let's get into it. And here we see their lineup. Ikitike is Isaac, Bert, Salah as their lead 4. West Ham hopefully can bounce back from our draw against Bournemouth and our loss against Spurs. Like I said, whoever wins this game will move up to 3rd and really expand that chance of making that Champions League position. Liverpool will start with the ball here. McAllister and Robinson. Gravenberch in the middle. I have noticed quite a lot of very early goals this year at FM26. I didn't feel like I really saw that a whole lot last year in 24. But definitely the first 2 or 3 minutes can be eventful. This game, not so much. West Ham have the ball here. Immediately, Robertson wins it back. Van Dijk playing it around the back. Allison punts it forward to find Wirtz. I think the way we've been playing and watching it in game, my biggest issue, you can sort of see it just then. I have gegenpress, press harder. No one presses down. Our center backs do not press. I'm not sure what the issue is, but there's been multiple times where our center backs will just sit back and let the opposition run at them, even though we have trigger press on. Liverpool do score the opening goal. McAllister scores. Scarless joins. Basuma. Constantilios, can he score? He gets it past Allison. I believe it's his 2nd goal for the club. Assist by Basuma. Good to see that again. I think Constantilios managed to put that, maybe Somerville blocked the vision of Allison. Maybe it looks like there. Definitely. Oh, no, it took a ricochet off of number 2. Is that Joe Gomez off Liverpool? Either way, we'll take it. 1-1 in the 16th minute. Liverpool have been dominating us so far. Better XG, better possession, more shots on target. But can we grind out a result against the team that has spent the most money in the transfer window so far in real life? 30 minutes on the clock, no new highlights. Seawald did pick up a yellow card, looks like. Liverpool on the attack now. Gravenberch to Wirtz. Wirtz passes it back to Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Gomez. McAllister. Salah. Finds McAllister. He has some space here. Isaac back to McAllister. And Ikitike heads it in, but it is disallowed. VAR will have a check. I don't think I've seen anything turned back by VAR. It's always agreed with what the ruling is on the field. Goal disallowed. West Ham start with the ball in their own half. Hermansen. Todibo. Mavropanos. The West Ham build out from the back here. Finds the long ball to Bowen. Seawald. To Bowen. Wan-Bissaka joins the attack. Constantilios. Basuma. Basuma can't find the pass we give away in midfield. Isak. Ikitike presses away. Can he find someone in the middle? He's going to take it himself. Tries taking himself. Gravenberch with the header. Liverpool 2-1. Liverpool now dominating us in XG 1.8 to 0.3. Wirtz with the ball. Ikitike Wan-Bissaka does win it back, but falls back to a Liverpool player. Can Wirtz beat Seawald? Gravenberch to Robinson. Finds Ikitike. Turns to Isak. Hermansen with a good save. Puts it over for a corner. Dying seconds here in the first half. Can Liverpool make something? Looks like it'd be a penalty on Konate, shoving Fulkrug there. Be a free kick to West Ham. This will probably bring us into halftime. We are down 2-1. Regroup at halftime. Can we see if we can do something else in the second half? Yep, there's the halftime whistle. Let's get out in the second half. Fulkrug. Can he score? Continue his streak alive. Go for goal number 20 in the league. Virgil van Dijk's now on a yellow card. Hermansen, goal kick. West Ham build something here. Plays a long ball to Fulkrug. We do not win the second ball. Liverpool with the attack now. Salah. Isak. Isak beats his man, finds it, and puts it. No, Hermansen tips it over for a goal kick, or for a corner. And that's the end of the highlight. Liverpool on the attack again. Ekitike. West Ham wins the ball back. Can we do something with it? Fulkrug in the midfield trying to build out. Bowen, Konstantilios whips it in. Fulkrug. Oh, shoot, what are you doing? There we go. Fulkrug really hesitated there for a second, but puts in the second ball that comes off of the crossbar. Konstantilios with the great ball in. Fulkrug hits the crossbar. Allison tips it back out. Fulkrug taps it in for his 20th of the season. We are all tied up 2-2 here. Scarless, can he get down the left-hand side? Whips it in. We can't get on the end of it. And leaves a chance for Liverpool to counter. Isak, Salah. Salah keeps it in, finds Isak, and Isak slots it away. Liverpool did not take very long, only 5 minutes to take their advantage. Now they have a corner. Verts tries to put it in. See if West Ham can defend. Van Dijk, easy header for him. Liverpool now lead 4-2. They're going to make some substitutions here. Bowen not having a great game. I know he's a real difference maker. Cancellieri is going to come on that right mid. We're going to bring Walker Peters on for Scarless. Diouf is injured from, I believe, the African Cup of Nations, so he is not available. That's why Scarless got the nod today. Seawald on a yellow card is also going to come off for Souček. 3 changes. Hopefully some fresh legs can get us back in this game. Liverpool with another corner. Robinson tries to whip it in. Hermansen gets it clear, gets back to Robinson. No one's pressing him down. Off the crossbar for a throw-in. Good move from Hermansen to tip that onto the crossbar. Out of the way of danger. Fulkrug wins it. Can we get the second ball? We cannot. Konate puts it out, and it's now throw into West Ham United. Hopefully the end of Liverpool's attack. Walker Peters. Konstantilios. Somerville. Walker Peters down the left-hand flank. No one's really joining him. Where's everyone in the box? Finds Somerville. Hit it. We're just bouncing it around. Wan-Bissaka. Liverpool do clear Ekitike. See, right there, we should be pressing him more, and we just don't. Liverpool will get another corner. McAllister. Clears it as far as Verts. Verts, heavy touch, keeps it in bounds, though. Back to Gravenberch. McAllister. Gomez. Liverpool really knocking it down the back right now, trying to find an opening. Van Dijk. Robinson. Long ball to Salah. What's he going to do with it? Ooh, looks like Salah is offside. Going towards the 80th minute now. West Ham's still unable to create any chances outside of that one full crew goal in the second half. 82nd minute now. We'll probably be just trying to see out the match. Probably ending in this 4-2 scoreline. 6 minutes at a time does allow possibly another attack. Somerville, what can he do? Getting down that left-hand flank. Have Fulkrug in the middle. Walker Peters. Somerville to Konstantilios. Back to Basuma. Passing it around, trying to find an opening. Somerville hit it. Grab the ball. Let's go, boys. Great goal from Somerville. It's now 4-3. We still have 5 minutes of added time. We're going to go very attacking to try and get this equalizer late here in the half. Come on, guys. Any highlight? 30 seconds potentially left in the match. Can we do anything here? Fulkrug passes the ball away. Gakpo. Can we win it back and try and continue the attack? McAllister. Pass it to Chiesa. And Hermanson collects it. That'll probably be the end of it. Yep, that is the end of it. Liverpool 4, West Ham 3. Looking at the match stats, Liverpool definitely deserved to win that. We tried our best to come back. Our defense just was not good enough. But comparatively where West Ham is in the beginning of the season in real life compared to where we are in this universe, we are still in the Champions League spots. Hopefully we can finish there. We will be back looking at the calendar. This calendar is what we want. We'll be back for the Manchester City game here in a couple weeks. Hopefully, I think we have our youth intake around the same time. So we'll be back for our youth intake and the Man City game here in about 2 weeks in game. And looking forward to the Manchester City game. We did beat Fulham in the midweek 3-0. Coming back, this is our team we're sending out to face Manchester City. Hermanson in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Mavropanos, and Scarlett in the back. Seawald and Basuma in the midfield. Somerville, Konstantilios, and Bowen in the midfield. And leading the line is Ramos. Again, he has not scored for us yet, but bigger match. Ramos coming from PSG. Hopefully should have some more experience with that versus Fulkrug. We'll see if he can beat the blue side of Manchester. And looking at lineups, I believe Man City are at full lineup. Holland up top, Fowen in the middle. Maybe a couple rotations, but this is basically a full strength City. This is fourth versus second. Can we continue trying to hold on to our Champions League spot? Spurs have closed the gap down to 7 points. Can we continue holding them off? This is one of the teams I'm scared it's going to score in the first minute. This highlight. Marmouche. Ito. Marmouche. Someone. Offside. This highlight still going. Todibo. Goes to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Todibo. Wan-Bissaka. Konstantilios. Bowen recollects it. Wan-Bissaka. Seawald to Bowen. Bowen cuts inside. And Foden wins the ball back. Very long highlight for the very first couple minutes here of this game. Konstantilios can find Bowen. Bowen to Ramos. Can he put it away? VAR is probably going to have a check, but Ramos may be offside. Still going to be waiting for that first West Ham United goal. As confirmed by VAR, the goal is disallowed. And the replay system looks like it's glitching out. We'll skip. Bowen, Somerville. We starting to highlight in their box. We can't find the ball. Scarless, Mavropanos. Mavropanos back to Scarless. Basuma. Seawald. Playing it through the middle here. Ramos to Wan-Bissaka. Finds Bowen. Can he cut inside? Bowen tucks it underneath Donnarumma. West Ham lead 1-0 with 7 minutes on the clock. Can we hold on and beat second place Manchester City? Great play. Wan-Bissaka to Bowen. Puts it back to Wan-Bissaka. Bowen then cuts inside. First time. Tucks it nicely underneath the Italian international. Looks like the UI has glitched a little bit. This is the beta. That's to be expected. We do not see either of the team's lineups or what the positions are on the center screen there. Match stats, we are losing possession quite a bit. Manchester City probably obviously going to be dominating the possession screen. But as long as we are up, that is all that matters. Free kick to West Ham in their own half. Passing it around the back. Can we create an attack? Wan-Bissaka starts pushing up on the right. Finds Constantilios. Is he going to pull it back for Ramos? No, pushes it back to Bowen. Bowen on his preferred foot. Gets it across Somerville, and Somerville slots it back into the corner. West Ham lead Manchester City 2-0 with 25 minutes on the clock. Great goal from West Ham. Bowen finds Somerville across the box. Somerville, first time, takes a couple deflections, but we'll take it. Somerville with his, I believe, 7th goal of the season. He's been great ever since coming back from that season-starting injury. He's been a great player on that left-hand side for us. Definitely our starting left midfielder for the future. Scarless puts a long ball. Somerville gets onto it. Can he beat his man? He does beat his man. Puts it in straight to the hands of Donnarumma. Is this going to be a chance for Manchester City to have a counter attack? Donnarumma's holding on to it? No, it will not. Jared Bowen's having a great game so far, having an 8.8, 30 minutes in, has a goal and an assist to his name. Can we survive the attack of Manchester City? Bernardo Silva on this right-hand side. Whips it in. Bowen can't find it. Rodri off the crossbar. Can we clear the ball? Looks like Reiners was offside. Closing in on halftime here. 44 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes of added time. Can we get into the half? Manchester City, while dominating position, has not had a shot on target yet. Great job from this West Ham team as we're on at home, being able to deal with this. We start with the ball in the second half. Basuma to Seawald. Been a great midfield pairing for us so far. Basuma on a free, and Seawald, the young 24-year-old from Austria. Been a great pairing for us. Can we survive? Scarless gets beat by Bernardo Silva on his flank. Bernardo Silva going to whip it in. He's going to try and dribble in. Holland. Ooh. Holland may have been offside. Marmouche does score the header from Holland. The goal has been awarded. So Manchester City start their comeback 2-1 early in the second half. West Ham has got to be able to hold on here. Manchester City trying to play it out of the back. Diaz. Bernardo Silva gets it to Reiners. Can he find something? We missed the tackle, and that's the stuff I'm talking about where the center back doesn't push the attacking opposition player. He just sort of lets him get into space. 5 minutes into the second half, and we find ourselves even again. Manchester City, obviously Pep Guardiola had something to say in the locker room that had an effect on the Manchester City players. This is the third attack now for Manchester City. What are they going to do? Bernardo Silva in the box. Seawald. Terrible pass back to Hermanson. Holland scoops it in. Easy tap in. West Ham are now behind by a goal. 3 goals in 4 minutes for Manchester City. Not what we were expecting this opening half. Basuma, can we find something? Scarless. Basuma plays it back to Wan-Bissaka. Didn't like his options. Basuma tries to chip the goalkeeper. Donnarumma collects it. Not sure if I agree with that shot attempt from Wan-Bissaka. If you're going to hit it from that kind of range, you can't chip the keeper. You got to go with power. Going towards the 65th minute now. Might try to make some subs. Scarless has been definitely beat on his flank by Bernardo Silva. We're going to put in Walker Peters with the more Premier League experience. We're also going to take off Seawald for that board pass back. Put Souček on. Everything else we're going to keep the same. Just 2 changes to start. See if we can get back into this game. Come away with a draw potentially or the win. Still have 20 minutes left to play. Highlight starts with Manchester City on the ball. Rico Lewis playing in the back with Ruben Dias. Lewis, and he finds Rodri. Somerville pressing well. Not much else. Mateus Nunes finds Holland. Holland tucks it away, but it is offside. VAR is going to check, but like I said earlier, in the Liverpool game, I have not seen a VAR overturn anything yet. And it gets ruled back 2-3. 10 minutes here left to go. I am going to take Ramos off to bring Fulkrug on, as well as Ward-Prowse on for Constantilios. And we're going to save 1 sub just in case an injury or something happens. Can we? I'm also going to pause. We're going to go attacking, try. Draw doesn't do it, or a loss doesn't do anything. We got to try and go for the draw at least. We're going to go attacking. Manchester City. Todibo to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka to Bowen. Souček. Back to the Tobido. Mavropanos. Souček. Basuma. Somerville. Fulkrug. And Somerville gets in behind. He scored the equalizer. Potentially VAR is going to check. Hopefully this is not the first time we get something disallowed. The goal is held up. We see here. VAR has definitely been interesting. That's not the pass. That's the pass that we should have been looking at when it was freeze frames, not 2 passes before. I'm going to drop back to positive. Hopefully play out for the draw. 3-3 would be a good result after the start of the second half we had. 89th minute. Manchester City are on the attack. We still have had the better XG just by a little bit. Doku potentially going to get past Wan-Bissaka. He does. Mateus Nunes puts it over the bar. Five minutes of added time here. And we hold on for the draw. And that's what it looks like is going to happen. We come back after giving up 4 goals in the first 3 goals in the first 4 minutes of the second half. We do come back. Somerville with 2 goals. Bowen with an assist and a goal. 30 games played. We are 7 points clear of Spurs in 5th place. And 10 points clear of Brentford in the 7th place European spot. So with 8 games left to play, we should be getting some sort of European football for the end of the season. I will be back with our youth intake, which I think should be happening any day now. And then from there, we'll jump to the last couple games of the season for episode 3. And just 1 day later, we get our youth intake. We have 1 elite prospect, an Angolan attacker, Divialdo Dembo, 15 years old, 5'9", naturally plays as a striker, but also play on down the center or on the left-hand side. Natural fitness is a 16. Not the best mentals, only 8 determination, 1 leadership, 10 teamwork. He's got loads of potential, but it's going to be up to him to fulfill that. He is a right-footed player, so we'll see how he grows. Additionally, we have a couple more top prospects. Robbie McDonnell, a midfielder or defensive midfielder from England, 16 determination, good young player, still 15 years old, 6 foot, 20 aggression, 17 bravery. Man, he is going to be hard tackling in the future. And we have one more here with 4.5 star, or so we have 2 more. We have a Cyprus, Andrios Okonomu, 16 years old, left back, can also play center back or right back, but with being 5'6", he'll most likely be that left back or left wing back role. 15 tackling already, 13 passing, looks great. 16 bravery, not afraid to dive into the ball. Only 1 strength, that's something to work on, but he's got plenty of time to do so. And our final 4.5 star player, Ashley Dafter, 15-year-old striker, 5'11", 18 determination, 12 leadership, 14 teamwork. Seems like a great prospect. Hopefully these guys, maybe not next year, if we come back to the save, maybe in a couple years, we can see them grow and mature. But that is where we're going to leave today's episode. The rest of the youth intake is here. Not much else outside of those top 4 players. That's where we're going to leave things here. We'll be back for the end of the season in the next episode. You all have a great rest of your day, and see you next time.